Robin is a mantle that has been taken up by a lot of people in the DC universe, but Dick Grayson was the first. That night, when Bruce saw Dick's parents fall to their deaths, he also saw a little bit of himself in the boy. That same feeling of helplessness was something that Bruce could relate to, because he had to go through the same thing. After witnessing this tragedy firsthand, he decided to take the young boy in as his ward, and eventually, Bruce would train him to become Robin. The version of Robin I'm going to be focusing on in this video is the incarnation of Dick from Young Justice. I am choosing this version because there are multiple scenes in the show that highlight key aspects about the character that I think should be explored more in the content surrounding Robin. The show does it organically by introducing him as this cocky, know-it-all kid and slowly tears him down through trials and tribulations. In the show, Dick likes to think that he's better than everyone on the team because he has the most experience. But he makes a lot of arrogant mistakes in the beginning, and it shows that he is not a perfect character like Batman. Dick might have been trained by the Bat, but since he is still learning, he is not immune to failure. This is something that is great about this depiction because it doesn't paint Dick as being the perfect role model. It shows a more realistic take on the Boy Wonder and makes him more relatable. When episode 16 aired and Robin led his team into a suicide mission, the stakes had changed for him. He did something that Batman would have done, and that led to the death of his best friend Wally. Although it was only a simulation, so no one was really hurt, the mental damage the team sustained was scarring to say the least. Everyone on the team had to show up to therapy sessions hosted by Black Canary, and when it was Dick's turn to talk to her, he said something that was shocking to most casual watchers. Dick always thought that he would become Batman, without a doubt in his mind, but after trying to be like Bruce, he finally admitted that he doesn't want to be the Batman anymore. I think he originally wanted to be like Bruce because he was the only role model and father figure he had in his life. I mean, who else could he have wanted to be when he grew up? And as an impressionable kid at the age of 14, who wouldn't want to be Batman? Batman is someone that succeeds even though the odds are against him time and time again, and no matter what, he always pulls through without any powers. He just has his mind and his sheer will to pull it off, and he does. He was the epitome of hard work and determination, and showed people to never give up no matter what the circumstances. So why would someone not want to be the Batman? Dick answers this question by stating the obvious. Being the Batman means sacrificing everything for the mission. Nothing can interfere with Batman's crusade for justice. You can't be distracted by relationships and emotional ties because that gives your enemies extra leverage over you. Having a social life is impossible because you have to devote all of your time and effort into being the ultimate machine, the ultimate soldier. But Dick simply doesn't want that life for himself. He has seen what being distant and cold to others leads to from observing Bruce. He wants a life where he has friends to count on, and more importantly, he wants a chance to be happy. Dick is able to succeed where Bruce fails. He lets people in, and doesn't keep them at an arm's length like Bruce does. And by doing so, he's able to garner the respect of so many people in the DC universe. His influence is exemplified near the end of Young Justice Season 3, when he calls members of the League and the team to the Watchtower for a meeting. Although Dick was shocked that so many people came just because he asked them to, Batman informs him that he commands more respect than he realizes. People respect Dick because he is a good friend and a strong leader, which are traits that people tend to flock to when looking for someone to follow. It's because of these qualities that he inspires so many people around him. Although he had to endure a terrible tragedy at such a young age, similar to Bruce, he's not the same as Bruce. Earlier in the video, I put emphasis on calling Bruce the Batman, because I truly think that no one can imitate him. Bruce lives his life in a constant crusade against crime because he hasn't gotten over the death of his parents. His whole existence as Batman is because of this obsession. This obsession honors parents by making sure that no child has to go through what he had to. This exact point is addressed in episode 22, when the League is picking and choosing future members. Robin gets brought up, and the point of contention here is that Bruce shouldn't have inducted him into this life at such a young age. But Bruce retorts by saying that he had to. He had to induct him into this life and get justice for his parents, so he wouldn't turn out like himself. Bruce knows that the path he is on is one that only leads to loneliness and darkness, but he doesn't want that for the young boy. Dick is different from Bruce because he has gotten over the death of his parents and isn't shackled by the same crusade. He has the choice to leave the life of a crime fighter anytime he wants, but he doesn't. Instead, he stays in it because it's the right thing to do. Dick is able to get close to people and understand what they are feeling because he is not as stoic as Bruce. He wants to be more open to his team and friends because he doesn't have those same restraints that Bruce does. Dick is a beacon of hope that was born from the filth and grime of Gotham City. He's a walking message that screams that no matter where you come from, you can always choose to do good. You can always choose to be better. Dick Grayson is the boy who can inspire because he simply has done so. He has inspired other young boys to take the mantle of Robin and continue his legacy as Batman's protégés. Every boy that has taken the mantle of Robin has looked up to him as the golden standard of what Robin should be. Dick is an older brother figure to his successors because he is able to overcome his tragedy and move on. Thanks to everyone who watched the video. I'm going to be doing more of these video essays in the future, so if you have any comments or concerns, then feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can find me on Twitch at the handle on screen, and I stream everything from editing these videos to gaming. Well, that's all I got for now, so I'll see you guys in the next video.